how do you get help for your family? So this question actually came up to me. They asked me this question, or I was asked this question: how do I get help for my family as a psychiatrist, as somebody that's like in the system? And it's really tough, y'all. So it's if you think it's tough for you to find someone in the system, it's equally tough for me. So even though I know lots of psychiatrists, I know lots of therapists all over the country, it is very difficult sometimes to match all of the things, all of the symptoms with all of the different payer sources and all of the different timing to get my family or friends in anywhere. So in other words, my family and my friends and people close to me, some of them have insurance, and so they need to go through. They want to go through their insurance panel. Sometimes it's really difficult to tease apart if they need a therapist or a psychiatrist, because quite a bit of what we go through can be ameliorated or improved just by talking about it. And so you don't always need to do a medicine. And so for me, being in the field, when someone says, "Do you think I need a psychiatrist?" I have to tread very, very lightly if they're related to me, because a lot of times I will, if you're not careful, you will bring in these kind of unconscious biases, implicit biases that could actually work against your family member. And so I try not to treat them. I try not to triage them. Or if I do give some type of example, I try to be as objective as possible, which is hard because, again, I know these people extremely well. You know, either I grew up with them or I'm in their lives currently. And so yeah, it's difficult. And so the key is that if someone asks, right, if somebody is interested in getting help, you do your best to connect them to someone, because generally psychiatrists and therapists, no matter where you enter into the field, they're going to know people who know people who know people. So even if it's not the right fit, you can get them to where they need to go. So yeah, so if a family member comes to me, I go, wow, I may not really be the best judge, but it sounds like you may need X, Y, and Z. So here are these 3 people that I trust, and touch base with them, and then they can, in a sense, do the more objective triage for my family members. So that's kind of how I do it. Again, in an ideal world, we'd have Guide, and which is the app. So if you go to www.guide.me, that's an app that we created, me and my co-founder, to make it easier to find therapists. But you know, it takes a while to populate apps and get people really get therapists engaged on that. And so in the meantime, just do your best to find any entry into the therapy world or the mental health world. And then generally they can kind of pathfind for you. Okay.